from Stop 6, Texas. It's the big fella. It's Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, Cholo Town, El Paso, it's our man, 21, Armando, 21. And from the hill country of Texas, Austin, it's our man, Retrofit Sports, Hook 'em, it's Rue. And from Tucson, Arizona, the player personnel director of the Cowboy podcast is Kuiper AZ. And from the great state of Arizona, he's Mikey 520.
Time for Howell again, puts his foot in the ground, fires towards the end zone, and it is caught. And that is the rookie that they have been talking about in camp for Dallas. Camden Brown wrestling with Shamar Jean-Charles, but the tie's going to go to the offense. What a reception by Camden Brown.
Camden Brown, 6'2", 204 pounds, just went up and made the combat catch. Look at him fighting for position right there with the corner. Makes the adjustment on the football and goes up and grabs it. And again, we know if both the defender and the receiver have their hands on the football, it goes to the offense. But watching Riley Mills work silently and alone to prepare for this season.
And the hookup made this time between Milton and Brown. You see why Dallas is excited about this young man.
Yeah, I can understand why Dallas is super excited about him, man. But on this front, the defensive line got pushed so far to the right, it just made it a lot easier pocket. He had every chance to throw this ball, and I think the Seahawks have to just get more pressure on the quarterback. And I think without having pass rushers winning the one-on-ones and having to have the blitz package come in and make pressure, that makes it more.
Milton will go fade, back corner of the end zone. And Camden Brown has another. My goodness, what a start to his NFL career. Touchdown, Camden Brown.
Okay, Mike, that thing was funky. That was a great catch, and I mean it in a good way. Look at this, threatened inside, and then goes behind Dansby with the one-handed catch.
Yeah, if I'm Dansby, I would not look at my Twitter. I would not look at my TikTok. I would not look at my Instagram. I would let it die down for about 2 to 3 days because you're going to see that play a lot.
This is the national.
He's a mismatch to any one defender, so finding a way to get him running is the answer.
Here's the snap to him. Not running yet. Not running yet. And he's going to get taken down. So the Cowboys defense holds again. Isaiah Lance with the sack.
See,
What is up? What is up? What is up? Man, welcome to the Cowboy podcast, man. Our Monday night live. Like the big fella's solo today, but that's cool. Say, man, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. The first preseason game in the books. I was actually in attendance to this game. Man, I was satisfied. I was satisfied so much, you know, especially, man, you know, it's nothing like watching the games in person, you know. The TV doesn't do it any justice, man. Just the atmosphere in Seattle this weekend and all the different Cowboy fans that was there, man. It was they represented. It's kind of hard when both teams were blue. And my pet peeve about the Cowboy fans, I see you, Chop, about the Cowboy fans all wearing blue. It irritates me so. But that's another story. But, man, Seattle, if you hadn't watched a football game in Seattle, you're missing a treat. I've been in that stadium before, but I went for soccer game. I didn't go for NFL game, but the presentation that the Seahawks put on, the fans, their little walk alley that they have is different from at AT&T. AT&T, man. Everybody is all around the stadium, tailgating and the barbecue. You can smell it from miles and miles away. But it's a little different in Seattle because it's a downtown stadium, so it's kind of hard for tailgating. So they have like a little alley that goes in between the baseball stadium and Lumen Field where the Seahawks play. And they got music, they got all different kind of food trucks and everything, man. And it's a big scene, it's a big party, which was pretty cool. Lumen Field, where we were sitting, man, we had the lower level seats, but they were absolutely perfect. I really enjoyed it and everything. And we'll get into the game. But let me bring my man on, man, from the ATL, man. It's my man. What's your point? It's Chop. What's up, baby? How you doing?
Hey, yo. What's up, big fella?
Say, man, I am cold chilling in the place to be. I'm telling you, at my age, ain't a cold chilling
Cold chilling in the place to be.
in the place
Already
to
know.
be.
Already know, man.
Chop, man. First preseason game in the books. I got a lot of things to talk about, but we'll start off on the current topics right now. Von Miller, man, I the Soto boy, man. Welcome home, Von. Welcome home.
Man.
When I heard it, dude, it's funny, man. Jay Tuck been killing it lately. He been killing it, okay? Because he had a live the other day. I mean, literally yesterday, he had a live. Well, no, he got signed Sunday. So he had a live Saturday, right? And Sunday morning. I was listening to it. I was at work. And he was like, why not Von Miller? Why not him? Hey, situational pass rusher. Why not get him? It wasn't even 2 hours later. Cowboys signed Von Miller. Chop, what was your initial thoughts when you heard the Cowboys got him? Sorry, hold on. Oh, Chop went away. He'll come back in a minute. Hold on. Here he come. There you go. You there, Chop?
I mean, my initial thoughts, man, when I saw it, I went, and you're right. Jay Tuck was on it. He's on a lot of little stuff, But when he kind of alluded to that, I was like, maybe. But then I kept thinking, not really. It wasn't until I saw Von Miller basically put it on Front Street and let everybody know he wanted to go to the Cowboys. And I was like, oh man, he told me he want to come. The next thing you know, I guess where there's smoke, there's fire.
Right.
He was there. So I was like, whoa, they going for it. They going for it for real.
It got it. I think it's a perfect situation is because we do got a lot of young pass rushers, right? Which we need to find out about. Okay.
Right.
Is Izaraku, Malachi Lawrence, even Sam Williams, if you want to throw him in there. Houston, who I love, who I think need to get more playing time, which he played in the game Saturday. A lot of these players who the Cowboys aren't sold at, but I know one thing about it. If they need some pressure in the fourth quarter, put Von Miller in. You know what I mean? He literally said this. He said, I'll roll out of bed, get 8 sacks a season.
He did.
Okay. So if he rolling out of bed and getting me 8 sacks, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. And people didn't really pay attention to him last year because he was on a bad team. He was on the Skins the Commanders. That's my age again. I still call them the Skins. He was on the Commanders last year, man, and I think didn't he have 10 last year? 8 or 10? I forget.
He had
I forget.
He had 9 sacks.
He had 9 sacks on a bad team. Okay, I think that the Cowboys did their young players a service because they're gonna see what a veteran does and works to get to that quarterback. Chop. I I am so happy. I know a lot of negative Cowboy fans. Oh man, well, we would have had him 5 years ago.
Right.
Or 5 years ago, we didn't need him. We had number 11. We didn't need him. I said, now the Cowboys have to generate pass rush. And there you go. They couldn't. I still, when Jerry was talking about not giving up on Max, I still think the price, the Cowboys ain't willing to pay that price to get Max. So what they're doing now with these 8 sacks, these 9 sacks from Von Miller, I think it's fitting the team perfect, man. What do you think?
I think they owned something. They saw something. And I was looking at Club Shay Shay earlier, and they actually had Von Miller on there. And Von Miller was saying that, look, I don't even have to be on the field for the team to be better. He said, I can just roll out of bed and the team will be better. Not that I say I'm all that. He said, but when I bring people together and I bring young guys together and we all on one accord, for the most part, just paraphrasing, he said the team is going to be better once they understand the mentality of what it takes. And my presence sometimes adds that value. He said, I am a good teammate. He said, you can ask anybody wherever I went, I am a good teammate. And from that, I took that as, you know what? He could show those young guys. He could be that bridge player, which they all talking about, for the young guys to know how to approach a game, how to turn the volume up and down in a game. When is it really important to make that play? He can provide all that nuanced experience to these young guys. Because personally, I think we have a pretty good squad that just needs to be molded in a way that they'll know how to play championship football.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty happy.
I am too, man. And the reason I'm happy, I was really excited about going to the game for a couple of reasons. Reason number one, when you're watching it on TV, you can't see the whole field. You can't see plays develop and things like that. So I wanted to. I was really excited about going to the game, and I know it's a preseason game. None of the starters played. I know. I was literally excited to go just to see Christian's scheme of how the linebackers and the how the defense as a whole will work. I will give the defense a break on that first drive. That was a penalty laden drive that helped the Seahawks get down the field. Okay,
absolutely.
They helped them get down the field. Okay, cool. It's preseason. The referees, it's their first game too. Whatever. All right. But what I'm looking at after that touchdown, and if you go back and you watch the game, the Cowboys defense played very, very well. And the one person I want to talk about, nobody has really talked about, but I watched him this whole game. And it's Curtis Robinson, the middle linebacker. Right now, he is on the third string linebacker, right? Chop, he was already better than every linebacker we had last year.
Yes.
And he's on the third. They got him a third string linebacker. When I say the pursuit that this kid was having, getting to the ball, making plays, and I was just like, what the hell? I said, it's just refreshing to see, our linebackers, man, actually making plays. Defensive linemen actually hitting their gaps like they supposed to. I was so excited about Robinson. And I remember I was sitting there with the Can fan, and the Can fan kept saying, "Who is 42? Who is 42? Who is 42?" I say, Curtis Robinson is 42, and that's who's out there making plays. Did you notice him at all, Chop, when you was watching the game?
Did I? Did I? I don't know how. Well, you know what? Some people probably just was watching football, but with us, we're watching new players in the positions that they're playing. So when I saw 42, I said, wait a minute. This guy's name hasn't gotten called the entire time in training camp at all. He was out there looking like he was running the defensive show.
Yes.
He was running the show, and they kept him out there for a good long time. And they swapped him out every now and then with Barron and Paxton, Pakistan.
Yes. I got his name. I know it. Give me a second. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can finish.
I think, yeah, and they swapped him out, but he wasn't missing tackles. He wasn't getting driven back. He wasn't missing assignments. He was laying wood every single time he got a chance to do it. And I'm sitting there going like, and now since you was at the game, Chris, was this guy a big guy or did he look big just on TV?
Big. He big.
Yeah, okay.
He's a big linebacker. He's a big linebacker.
Okay, and see, I saw that.
Man, if you put him and Maris Littlefield together, you think Maris Littlefield a little kid?
And Maris Littlefield's not small.
That's my point.
Right.
So
I've seen him. I've seen Maris Littlefield, but this guy was.
All of a sudden, the Cowboys linebackers have gotten big and fast.
Yes.
Okay, because him, Barrow. Let me give you the name of the other kid that we were talking about.
Pangston.
His name is Barrow. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry, I get these pop-up ads. Langston Patterson. Langston Patterson. And Langston played good. You know, Langston played good. Malachi, he wasn't out there for long, so I really couldn't get a gauge on Malachi. He had a couple plays, couple of pursuit plays on naked bootleg that that boy from Alabama did. Hold on, I'm sorry, man. This is a crazy camera. I hate this camera. Let me switch this camera. That camera gets on my nerves. I hate this camera. All right, this camera's better. All right, so it's the defensive rotation was good to me. I love the linebackers, man. I just can't help but keep giving them praise. I mean, just because the difference in how they played, man, and in how they played last year was night and day. I was watching the schemes, so of course, you know, I told you my whole thing was, man, watching Christian Parker's scheme and stuff like that, right? So man, I'm watching it. The safeties, Chop. I don't know if you've seen, because I know you watch the all 22s and everything like that. Chop,
Not this time, but normally, yeah.
When you do, if you go back and you watch to see how, man, the pursuit coming up for run support, everything that you asked for safety, they were all doing it. They were all doing it. It's just like they were all on one accord, man. I could care less about the offense. I didn't really care what the offense did at all. My whole focus was on defense. It was on defense only, right? And everything they did, it was beautiful. And Chop, this is what got me over it as a wrestling term. This got me over.
Yes.
We down there. I ain't gonna bring up your boy name. We'll talk about him later. when your boy muffed the punt, and I was like, damn, we gonna let these some bitches back in the game, even though we're up 17-7. I said, man, we ain't gonna let these suckers back in the game in fourth quarter. You know, whatever. They came out there, bro. You know, Cowboys defenses are very passive. You know they are. Not one play were they passive. Not one play, child. Not one. And I was like, what the hell are we watching? I just wanted to know.
It looked no, you are exactly right. I was watching the safeties. I had, you know, I was watching other things, but I was watching the safeties come up. But I'm gonna tell you who I was really proud of, even though he had a bad game. I was proud of Kalen Carson. And the reason why, he did not miss one tackle. He came up and run support. Man, Kalen Carson was shooting through there like a bullet.
Yes.
Even though he got those sleazy penalties.
Yeah.
But his tackling skills in the hole, outside the hole, on the sweep plays, Kalen Carson did not miss one tackle. And I was like, whoa. But then, you know, it got erased by the penalties on the first drive. So
you had to give him credit for that. Yeah, I'm with you on that. His tackling was excellent. It just his name was called on two bad things that gave them first downs, and that was on that first drive though.
It was
You
on the
know,
first drive.
after the first down, I mean after the first drive, he settled down.
Yeah.
Kalen settled down, and that's one kid that need more reps than anybody. You know what I
Right.
mean? He needs the reps.
Right.
Kalen Clarkson, just at the last year, man, he was kind of like that target also on the field. People saw him on the field, they automatically went after him. You
Yeah.
know, but to me, Chop, he's showing maturity. He's
Yes.
showing maturity. You know, cornerbacks is that position at cornerback. You literally gotta forget.
Gotta
As soon
forget
as
it.
that play is over, you gotta forget it, right? And you just gotta move on to the next play. And I honestly think that he did that. At my angle where I was sitting, I couldn't tell if it was a PI or not. Um, uh, the other play, the holding, I was like, yeah, he held him. But cornerbacks held on every play anyway.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of the NFL. He didn't really hold. Man, they was hand checking each other, and it was
Mhm.
like at the last minute, it wasn't enough for him to miss the ball. I put it to you like that.
Uh-huh.
It was just from the TV angle because it was so quick because they was both doing it to each other. To be
Right.
honest with you, and the ref being in Seattle, and it was hype. And you know what? Let me back up for a minute. Let me back, bruh. Was there any empty seats in that stadium?
I was gonna get to that. All right, let me tell you. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it though. Let's talk about it. So I knew they was gonna have a nice crowd. I didn't think they was gonna be sold out, right? Just because it was a preseason game. But then, bro, when we got there, we got in the stadium, and I was like, "This some bitch filling up. This some bitch filling up." And I was like, I really didn't see an empty seat in the whole house.
Okay.
I mean, here and there, after a while, people start dispersing, especially in the fourth quarter after that goal line stands, they got out of there.
Mhm.
But bro, it was jam packed. It was jam packed
Yeah.
the whole time. And even like on that goal line stand when the Cowboys stopped them, did you hear the fans erupt?
Yes.
Did you hear the Cowboy fans in
Yes.
that joint?
Yes. Yes. They
So
was loud the whole time while the Seahawks had
yeah,
that 7-point lead. And when they
yeah,
got when we got the field goal, they were still loud. But
yes.
then when when they went out on that 3 and out,
Yes. And when Brown caught the touchdown, oh my God, the one-handed touchdown, man, the crowd was going crazy. And I was just like, there you go, Cowboy fans. Represent up here in the great Northwest. Represent like we supposed to. And
yeah.
man, I met so many different people, man, that were Cowboy fans that none of these folks were from Texas. All these folks were from Washington, Oregon, Canada, Idaho, the surrounding states. Okay,
Wow.
and the people, a lot of them that I talked to, California, a lot of people I talked to, they always said, if the Cowboys anywhere on the West Coast, they come, because it's closer for them to come West Coast than it is come down south. And the Cowboy, and that's the other thing, my pet peeve about the Cowboys wearing blue, fans wearing blue jerseys, because
Mhm.
you don't see them blend in with a team that wear blue.
Right.
So, of course, all the Seahawks fans got on blue jerseys. All
Yeah.
the damn Cowboy fans had on blue
Blue
jerseys.
jersey. Yep.
I was like, I said I wasn't gonna bitch about it when I was there because I just had on a white T-shirt, right? I was like,
Mhm.
I ain't gonna, because it was actually a beautiful day, man. It was like 75 degrees.
Oh yeah, it was good. That was
The
good.
sun was out. It was
No rain.
beautiful. When the sun went down, man, it made a smooth. I think the low it got like to 65 degrees. So it was one of those perfect football days. I know it ain't like the South where it's at nighttime it's still 90. It was
Mhm.
65 degrees.
Mhm.
It was beautiful. But to answer your question, the Cowboy fans represented and the stadium sold out. And this was a preseason game. I think it really helped too that the Hawks had just won the Super Bowl. So they fans are itching to see their team too, you
Yeah.
know.
Oh yeah.
So but yeah, man, it was, I mean, all the way to the top, man. it wasn't an empty seat in the house, and it looked good. It looked good on TV too. When you see,
No,
damn,
it
is it
did.
empty
It,
seats?
I was looking out there and I was listening to the crowd. I was listening to the whack commentators because they were whack, man.
I heard because y'all got the Seahawk broadcast, didn't you?
Well, you know what? I thought we was getting the NFL network,
No,
when they supposed to be even. No, it was the NFL network. Oh, but you're right.
only
We did get the
in the preseason,
yeah.
the home team supply their commentary team.
Oh my
Okay,
God. It was
so
terrible.
even if the Cowboys at home, you're gonna hear Michael Irvin and Brad Sham, or Michael Irvin and Babe. I forget who does it for the Cowboys. You'll hear them on TV. So
Oh,
so we were at home. Everybody in that if they was broadcasting it on the NFL Network, they was gonna get the Cowboy feed. Since it was in Seattle, you got the Seattle people, and I was listening to them too because I came back to watch the game at home, just in case I missed something, right? And I was like, oh man, they really saying everything right about their team, but their team is the one getting their butt kicked.
man, they was I understand being the hometown favorite, but what I didn't like, there was no camera action on the Cowboys. Every
Mhm.
so often they're paying over to the thing to talk about a player. They only talked about a Cowboys player when they had to, like the
Oh yeah,
touchdown that Camden
touchdown.
Brown did, and
Uh,
what else? When I
the
kicked when
sack.
Aubrey
Oh,
came out
yeah.
to do that, or the pass interference called the penalty, you're gonna highlight the player, but all the new players, no,
No.
you may or may not got a name.
Yeah, that's the bad thing about the game. If you wasn't in Dallas, you wasn't gonna get the Dallas feed. You was gonna get the Seahawk feed. I see one star one families there, man. Lots of DJ Kai posted lots on Instagram. Lots of Cowboy fans bought tickets as soon as the schedule dropped, and we will be there in December. I know that's right. Matter of fact, as soon as we sat down, I was with the Can fan, and this one fan that's a part of One Star One Family Unity group said, "Crack them if you got them," and we just bust out
Wow.
laughing, right?
Wow.
And then he stood up and he said he had his One Star One Family flag.
Hmm.
And I was like, "Yeah, man, we all here." I say, "We represent the Unity group, man." Hey, matter of fact, DJ Kai, your people was representing at the stadium, so that was a good thing, man. I love to see that, man. This cat, he was from Portland, Oregon. I forget his name. He told me his gang name, but he was from Portland, and he said, "Man, I've been to several One Star One Family functions and tailgates, and he had the flag, the One Star One Family flag." And I say, there you go, brother. I always represent those Cowboys and DJ Kai and the Unity group. But yeah, it was packed, man. So this is what I need to talk about next, bro. And I'm gonna save Camden Brown for last. All
Okay.
right. We'll get to the offense. Now, I don't even want to go here first. I want to go where this is where I want to go. Because everybody know I hate Joe Milton. I hate him with a passion.
Ooh.
Can't stand Joe Milton. I think Joe
Ooh.
Milton is not a good quarterback at all. I don't pull no punches when it comes to Joe Milton. You ask the big fella, what about Joe Milton? I'm gonna say he absolutely fucking sucks. That's what I think about Joe Milton.
Hmm.
But yeah, here it comes. But this is the first time I seen Joe Milton actually look like a quarterback.
Mm.
He had touch on the pass. He hit people in stride. He actually looked like a decent backup quarterback. Okay.
Mhm.
And I have to give Sam Howell props because we knew what we were gonna get with Sam. Sam came out there and gave us exactly what we thought Sam was going to give us. So now all of a sudden, there's a little battle now for number 2. Chop. there's a little battle which I didn't think it would be a battle at all.
None
So
of us did.
so Chop, give me your impressions of the quarterback.
Well, you about summed it up. You wasn't wrong. We all thought on this show last week, we all picked Sam Howell to be the number 2 quarterback because of those reasons that you mentioned.
Right.
No touch on the ball, firing the ball 130 miles an hour. And we saw none of that. And I'm going to tell you what impressed me the most. I saw Joe Milton being the commander of that offense. He looked like he was in so much control. And I was like, even though Sam Howell looked like Sam Howell normally looked like he's done this before, which he have, but Joe Milton looked like he knew where everybody was at all times, and he didn't make no stupid mistakes.
Yeah.
Either threw the ball away, either ran for it, he checked it. That he did not make those mistakes that we saw last year.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna have to credit Dak Prescott, Shimko, and the quarterback guru for coaching him out of some of those bad habits. So now we got a situation. Who in the world do you start? Well, we just got to keep playing them.
Yeah.
And now Joe Milton does know the system a lot more than Sam. He has the advantage because he was there a year earlier. And if he does this again, the way he did it against Seattle, they don't have no choice but to allow him to be the second. Well, I ain't gonna say that, but we'll see.
This is my thing. What I noticed about him, he didn't have happy feet.
No.
What I mean by happy feet, if people heard me say happy feet, happy feet is when a quarterback get back there and start dancing around instead of setting his feet and throwing it. Sometimes Joe would do that in a game, and in this game he didn't have happy feet. He had confidence where he was going with the ball. And before that was always my pet peeve. He didn't have confidence where he was going to go, and when he did figure out where he was going to go, he threw a howitzer straight to him. Where he either threw it too high or straight in the ground because he didn't have no control over that shotgun he got.
Right.
It's cool. It's cool to have a shotgun, but you gotta don't saw it off because you know what happened if you saw it off. It's spraying everywhere, right? you plan on hitting everybody when you saw it off, ain't you? It don't mean where these bullets go. They're going.
That's a good analogy. I like that. Because it's so true.
If when you saw it off, you plan on getting everybody, not one person, right?
That's right.
So
whoever in the vicinity.
Never in the vicinity. So actually in the game, man, even the Cam fan clip, one thing I said, they like, hey Chris, he didn't throw a pitch missile, man. It actually had touch on the ball, the touchdown to Camden Brown. And I said it was actually a mature pass. And basically what I meant by mature, he was playing like a quarterback who knows how to play the position. And I was happy about that. I was happy about the little crossing pattern that I put in the video package earlier. When Brown was coming across the field, hit him in stride. And I was like, that's an NFL quarterback. That's what NFL quarterbacks do. All right, Joe, I got to cut you some slack, and I don't want to. I said, Chop, I got to cut him slack.
Yeah.
Because
we all had to.
He got the most reps. Okay, well, Hal played the whole first half. But remember that first drive, the Hawks had the ball basically the whole quarter because of those penalties and everything. I think it was like 13, 14 plays in a row.
Yeah,
and then
they were bragging about it.
Then the Cowboys only got a field goal, and then they scored right before halftime. And basically that was the end of the night for Sam. So Joe played the whole second half. And I honestly, not one time was I mad at him. And that's saying a lot that I wasn't mad at him. Okay. So I was just like, okay, Joe, I'm gonna go on the show and I'm gonna eat my words, but hey, you got to put two together before you call it a streak, right?
Yes.
So my question to you, Chop. All right. Would you start him, or would you start Sam against the Cardinals?
Well, I'll do it in reverse, just to be fair. I will
Okay.
start Joe for this next one, and
Mhm.
let him play with the twos, and then let Sam play with the threes, and then on the last game, uh, if either one of them play, you know,
Mhm.
um, we just have to make a decision. But if he plays like he played this last game, you would have to start Sam Milton because he's more of a threat
Mhm.
quarterback than Sam
Yeah.
Howell. And that's the only reason. That's the only reason because they both look the same. And
Mhm.
I can tell they've been practicing with those wide receivers.
Right.
I can tell that
Right.
they knew that offensive line. But man, I was shocked. I'm not going to even lie to you. I was shocked. I
Yeah.
thought we were going to see a whole bunch of running, whole bunch of ball throwing over the head, bullet going down the field, and this dude came in and commanded the offense like he had been there before. Touch passes, hitting people in stride, taking off when he needed to, not doing too much, just doing just what he needed to do. That was it.
Well, Chop, he made me eat my words for at least one game. Joe Milton, I'm sorry for one game, okay, but I reserve the right. Hey, I reserve the right to ripping that ass if you go if you go against Arizona and play like shit. I reserve the right, Chop, to come back. Okay, I just want to put it on record. All right, but
Absolutely.
this is who I'm excited.
Mm.
Chop, chop, chop,
Mm,
chop,
mm, mm.
chop. I'm excited about this kid. Before before I knew Tuck was gonna come out with a breakdown, I knew he was. Because everybody saw the same thing, right?
Right.
Everybody saw it. Everybody saw it. You couldn't help but to see it.
Yep.
The athleticism of Michael Trigg, his route running, his hand catching, his blocking in the game was I have to give him a hand clap. I have to, I have to, I have to, I have to, Michael Trigg from Baylor University, undrafted. I still don't know how it happened. Undrafted tight end, a all Big 12 player. Okay. 6'5". How old is this kid? I told Amy 6'5", 6'6", about 235.
Yeah, somewhere.
And Chop. Every route he ran was smooth. Every catch he had was smooth. I was really trying to pay attention when he blocked though, because at Baylor he didn't do too many blocking schemes because Baylor had that spread offense, right? So he didn't block much at Baylor. But I wanted to pay attention to him once he got lined up on the line of scrimmage, you know what I mean, and in a traditional tight end form to see if his blocking was up to par, and it was. I was really happy with Michael Trigg. I think he put Schoonmaker on notice. He put my man
Rogers.
Rogers on notice.
Mm-hmm.
I think Brevin is already gonna make the team. I think Brevin is gonna make the team without. He's automatically our third tight end because just his blocking skills alone. But Scooney, I still don't know why Scooney didn't play in the game, bro. You ain't good enough yet to be sitting. Maybe that was a coaching thing, or I don't know if it was a seniority thing, but it's certain people need to play.
Mm-hmm.
If Scantling was out there playing, Schoonmaker should be out there playing. And the more play Michael Trigg get, the worse it is for Schoonmaker. I'm a Michigan boy to the day I die.
Yeah.
But the worse it is for Schoonmaker. What did you think about Michael Trigg on Saturday.
Hey, first of all, shots out again to J Tuck, man. I saw that film breakdown of J Tuck. Excellent, excellent, excellent film breakdown. So matter of fact, I shot him out of one of my posts that I made on one of my podcasts, CFO Sports. J Tuck did an excellent job on it. Trig, excuse me, Trig 6'4", 240. He looked natural, bro. Yes. He looked natural. He looked like he was in control. He looked like he was out there playing with them boys. For real. Just the way his whole body language, body composition, every time he caught a pass, and how he get up and look at him, how he was knocking jokers over. They was trying to hit him, but he wasn't really falling unless he was falling on his own already. Some of those catches, some of those passes was on point, and he wasn't a chest catcher, he's a hand catcher. And he was catching the balls and running from them. So I was like really excited, but Chris, I just got a feeling.
You got it too, huh?
I got a feeling, man. These goddamn politics on these high draft picks is gonna come to play.
But it shouldn't, though, Chop. It shouldn't.
Everybody and their mama can see it. If you put this guy on the waiver wire, he will be gone.
Gone.
He has to make the team.
DJ Kai say Trig has a 7-foot wingspan,
and I believe
if he was a 7-footer, he got the wingspan as a 7-footer.
Man,
and I'm like, bro, it was just so smooth though.
It was smooth, bro. He was running. I think I wasn't. I ain't gonna say I wasn't impressed with his route running, his catching. I was just more impressed with his blocking because he didn't need help. He stood toe to toe with D ends, and he was standing them up. That's a big boy. I didn't know he was that big. He looks bigger than his weight. He looks like he's about 260. He plays big. He just got these big broad shoulders, and he's stout. And to be that smooth with his hands, he got soft hands,
and he catch away from his body like a true receiver. Yeah.
Okay, I know he was undrafted. I know he was a high draft pick, but do him a favor and trade him for a 7. Trade him for a 7-round pick. You see it. Y'all see it. Don't play. Don't play these games. Cowboys, I'm looking at you. Don't play these games this time. You see what you got. Now I understand that he's not as professional as Schoonmaker. And tight end is one of the hardest positions to learn all the way around. However, if we're going to be different and do different things, this is the primary point to be different. You have an inline blocker, which is Brevin Spanford, who can also block, and Ferguson. Right. But when you want to go 12 personnel, he need to be on the field. 13 personnel? No. 12 personnel? He need to be on the field. He need to be another option.
And the Cowboys go 12 a lot. They go 12 a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
They go 12 a lot.
I mean, and I know people say, well, he was doing that against third and fourth rounders and second rounders. Look, come on now.
Bullshit.
I mean, please.
Hey, man.
I always say the eye test.
Hey, what does Unc say? Real recognize real shit.
Real recognize real. And everybody named Mama saw it. But everybody named Mama knew it before he got here. When he got here, they're like, ooh, that dude. Now, I'm not sure what took place. I heard a whole bunch of stuff, but nothing was confirmed for me to repeat. However he got here, he's doing what he have to do. Right. That's the type of guy to show up in games, bro.
Yeah. I just saw another dynamic. If this kid, he should make the team, but if this kid get on the field, I see another dynamic to the Cowboys offense. Okay. If you have 2 tight ends with him and Ferguson, and you got CD and Pick out there at the same time, 1 running back, bro, you've opened up mismatches on these safeties and linebackers that you wouldn't believe. Okay. Because you may can single up Ferguson, but I don't think you need to single up Trig. I don't think it's possible. Trig on a linebacker, but when if you watch the film, if you go back and you see the film, couple times they had safeties covering him, and they still couldn't get to him. They couldn't get to him because he's so big.
Right.
He's too big and too long.
He
He's too
used his
big.
body. He used his body as a shield.
Yeah.
I saw how. That's what I'm saying. Some people are born to do this. This guy, and I saw the cheating safety, and I saw the guy there in corner. I mean, the linebacker, which was too small for him anyway. And they tried to channel him in on that crossing route he did, and he still couldn't get it.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him like, oh my God. I didn't think he was gonna make that catch, though. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
On
Going
the
to the
sideline.
sideline.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful catch.
I didn't think he was gonna make that catch. I said, man, that joker snatched that ball out and looked at them jokers. And then that one play when he caught the ball by the sideline and spent around and knocked off two other ones and looked at him. I said, ooh, that's some grown man stuff. That's
grown man. Grown man business. Chop, it was grown man business.
That was grown man business, man. Trigg is in the building, y'all.
Yeah. So, Cowboy fans, we're not trying to jump to conclusions, but I mean, a lot of times, you know, I say, "Oh, don't believe your lying eyes, huh?" You see it. You see it.
Man,
the kid is smooth, man. And can you imagine if number 4 is throwing him the ball with 2 studs on the outside? How gaudy the offense can be. You see how gaudy. You know, I love that the end of your videos. How you, I love how gaudy the offense can be. Okay,
can you imagine that though, Chris? You let CD and GP clear them safeties because they got to run with them. Clear them safeties in the corners out, and you leave this. The linebackers gonna have to check Devontae. And you leave this joker out there in the flat by himself with that big body.
With him and Fergie one-on-one on the safety.
So
him and Fergie one-on-one on the safety. Him and Ferg one-on-one with the safety. And you know Dak Prescott loved tight ends. You know he loved tight ends.
He loved tight ends.
He loved it. So I think this was a perfect team for Trigg to get to, man, because Dak will throw to the tight ends before he throw it to the wide receivers. Right. So I'm really cheering for Michael Trigg, man. I want this kid to get more and more playing time this preseason. And hopefully these quarterbacks will get it to him. But let's talk about the star of the game. Kenyon Brown. Another undrafted wide receiver from Southern Mississippi. Southern Mississippi. By the way, Auburn. A lot of people don't know he went to Auburn. He hit that transfer portal, and you know how it go well for some people it don't. Okay. That's why I love college football. Some people may overvalue their value. But one thing about this boy, and I say it all respectfully because he's a grown man. One-handed stabs, crossing patterns, locating the ball, fighting off the cornerback. Everything that a professional receiver does, he did in the game. He looked like, hey, man, why aren't I starting? Right. That's the fight that we've been asking for the last couple of years because our man what's my third receiver? Flournoy. Flournoy showed up last year just like Kenyon Brown just did on Saturday. I was so excited every time we got on offense, man. Where number 6 at? I'm looking for number 6. Get the ball to number 6. I saw Valdez scanning them, came out there. Mingo had a nice couple catches across first down catches, big body catches. Okay, cool. You know, you supposed to been doing that, you know, for the last 3. Anyway, enough about Mingo. That's another subject. But every time they got out there, I was looking for number 6, Chop. Yeah. Where's number 6 at? Where is number 6 at? Because, you know, what I used to tell people about what's the boy that went to Miami play for the Cowboys? Tolbert. I told him I used to argue with Rue. I said Tolbert is a nice receiver, but Tolbert don't give you any wow factor.
Right.
when he gets on the field, you like, oh shit, man, there's Tolbert.
Right.
Camden Brown gave me a wow factor in a preseason game that Tolbert never gave me in a regular season game. What did you think about Camden Brown on Saturday?
Well, first of all, I got to apologize to Camden Brown because I didn't know too much about him. And I was scouting the whole wide receiver thing. I just kind of left that one off. And so I it's kind of egg on my face. I seen the number, but I was like, oh, okay, they got a special team player wearing wearing number 6. I was just, I was tripping. But you're right. After I re-seen the highlight. I didn't see all 22. So I had to revert back to the highlights. And I watched his route running. I watched his releases. And you're right. It didn't look like he just started playing professional football. Even when I'm catching the balls that he caught, he wasted no foot time. He put his feet in the ground and he went. And especially the one in the corner, when he came up and did his 1-2 on the corner, never took his eyes off the quarterback, located the ball through the defender and caught it with his non-catching hand. Because I think he's a righty. Caught it with a non-catching hand, secured it with his feet in bounds and came down. That crossing pattern he did, he came across in stride.
With separation. With separation. Yeah, with separation.
And I'm like, wow. What, we used to look for receivers like that. And like you said, it's an eye test. And I know people talking about, again, oh, man, that's preseason. I don't care. That's the evaluation game.
Right.
That is the evaluation game. And he passed the evaluation by flying colors. So,
these kids, they fighting for a job. This they livelihood.
Right. They're not playing. It may be, it's just preseason. Okay, you tell it to somebody filling out an application.
Yes.
Preach, boy, preach. I'm trying to get a job. What's wrong with you?
Exactly.
Give you my best of the best. I mean, come on now. We fighting for us, that, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, that 5th wide receiver spot that I think. We'll get to that later.
No, we can get into it now. Let's roll. I'm gonna roll down the depth chart at wide receiver. Hold on. All right, we got Georgia CD, we know, and Ryan Floyd. No, that's your top 3. Right. We got Vontae Thurpin, we got Jonathan Mingo, Camden Brown, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Jordan Hudson, Anthony Smith. I was happy with his play too. The late round pick.
83.
83. Yeah, I was calling him Golden Richards. Anthony Smith, who had a decent game. Denzel Mims, Jaden Smith, and Tyler Johnson. Okay, that's all of them. And dude, it's funny. On our last week, Valdez Scantling was the second receiver behind George Pickens. They got Camden Brown now. Now that ain't official. That ain't the Cowboys depth chart. You know what I mean? This is our last draft guide, right? So they put out depth charts. So they had him as a third behind George Pickens and Scantling, but now they got him at number 2. So, hey man, I was impressed. I was impressed. I was impressed just because, man, his route running was so smooth. His separation was great. That's all you want, man. And then our quarterbacks did a good job. Especially even the one I was more impressed with instead of the one-handed one was his first touchdown, because he had to adjust because the ball was overthrown. Okay. Yes. The cornerback was all over him. He had to adjust. And I like an interview he gave when he was in college. He said, man, ball in the air, you got to go get it.
Yeah.
Look like he took his own words in the fruition. Go get it.
He went and got it.
And man, and that's why I'm happy CD and George is on his team, because they making these young cats play football. You know what I mean? Bro, to make this team, you got to get to this level
Mm-hmm.
because if Dak Prescott don't trust you, you ain't getting on this team. That's what happened with Ryan Flournoy last year. Ryan Flournoy gained Dak Prescott trust. Next
Yep.
thing you know, when CD went down, we didn't miss a beat.
Didn't miss a
Dolphins
beat.
kept clicking.
Mm-mm.
So man, I am proud of the kid. I really hope he can keep that up, man. Anybody else in the game, man, that you was excited on seeing?
Yeah, Julius Woods.
Julian, okay. The safety.
Man, look here, bro. I ain't gonna say I mean, I've been knowing about him. Him and Elijah Clark.
Yeah.
I've been knowing about him. I've been seeing him. He just don't get the accolades because of where he was drafted at. You know, that's kind of how it goes.
Right.
But Julius Woods, nothing gets by him, bro. And he brings wood. Like you said, you was watching all the safeties when a
brought the
play
wood.
was made.
Yeah.
All of them was reacting at the same time.
Dude, they
knew-
flow.
They
They
were.
flow was crazy. They
Oh.
flow was crazy. They flow was crazy.
I'm sitting there looking like, whoa, these dudes flying to the ball. Like, I mean, like they was assignment savvy. And I could see Christian Parker over that whole thing. Over that
Mhm.
whole, I saw Christian Parker. I can see where his teaching was actually working. Because one thing we did not see in that game, man, we didn't see none of those guys out of place.
No.
Not one time. Not
Oh.
one time. None of those guys was out of place. They was all right there. Now, one thing that was happening sometimes with the run, they had a bowling ball of a runner. I can't remember his name. I should, because they called his name about 50,000 times. They had a bowling ball of a runner that was he was just balling going through that A and B gap. But it's not like he was just running wide open.
Right.
That wasn't happening. Besides you know what? Hold on. Let me change subject for a minute.
Go ahead.
And let me ask you this: did we make a mistake keeping the special team coach?
It's really hard to judge special teams, man. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think.
When Fossil went down,
Mhm.
Turpin went down.
That's true. That's
And
true.
it did not get better. And I know Turpin is better than that returning balls. And we all said it on the shows. Why is Turpin running right up in the teeth of the defense?
Yeah.
And he did it every single time.
Mm-hmm.
And now he looks like, he ain't really that good. And I'm starting to check, like, wait a minute. Coach or whatever his name is, he was part of that regime from last year that came in last year. And I'm starting to see the same thing on these punt returns and these kickoff returns. And I don't know if it's just the players getting out of their gaps, but I'm also looking at us not even getting any type of yards, no type of wall set up, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering, is that a problem we need to address? We haven't harped on that long enough because it's special teams. Because I know Turpin better than that. And now Turpin is I'm hearing some talks about him being a wide receiver when he's not really bringing nothing to the wide receiver part, but a few gadget plays. And then you got Camden Brown over here showing that he can definitely outplay him at wide receiver.
Right.
And, it's getting a little, right now, I know it's not about personality. They want to win. And Turpin got the contract.
Yeah. Well, my true feelings on Turpin. You know what's saving Turpin?
Speed.
Jaden Blue ain't stepping up yet. If Jaden Blue stepped up, he would be the returner on punts and kickoffs. But he hasn't stepped up, has he?
Ooh.
So you really can't get rid of Turpin. Think about it.
No. You just making what number 29 was. The special team ace.
Well, yeah, you can, but I think if Blue, matter of fact, he needs to be back there on special teams in the preseason just to see what we got. I'm glad once we get through talking about this, I want to bring up Blue, but I think that's what's saving. See, Turpin is dynamic in the open field. Okay,
Right.
so we try to think about who is our dynamic players in the open field. Okay,
Mhm.
right now, our two dynamic players in open field is Turpin and Blue. Okay, one
Right.
play running back, one play wide receiver. One's super light in the pants, one is lighter in the pants. Okay. So which one you gonna keep? You know, Turpin make more money than Blue. He is a veteran. This is Blue's second year, so that's why they really trying to give him a chance to see what he's gonna do. But I think if Blue actually developed, it wouldn't be no Turpin on the team, and then that will give you room for people like Camden Brown and everything to get on the field, because the play I hate the most on any football team is jet sweeps. Anybody give me a jet sweep, I like to throw shit at the damn TV. It drives me fucking batty. But who
Mhm.
run the jet sweep? It's
Turpin.
Turpin. So, you know, them little jet sweeps on fourth and inches and shit like that, that's who does it. So he's just a specialty player. I mean, because they got him listed as a second wide receiver behind CD, but I think if push come to shove, it would be, say right now, it would be Mingo.
Yeah.
So I'm
No,
I
you got a point.
that's the deal. We were so disappointed in Turpin's special team play last year, and you got a good point. It could have been because we got rid of Bones. Fossil, because he had been a special teams coach here for the Cowboys for a long time, and the special teams were really, really, really good.
It was really
Uh,
good.
and last year, Turpin really sucked.
He did.
Especially, I mean, it wasn't fan butts about it. What's
No,
up?
no, you're right. And I know he's better than that, but he
Yeah,
was always running dead up in the teeth of the defense,
yeah,
and he was running it exactly where they told him to run, where
yeah,
where he was supposed to be building the wedge, but it just wasn't working. So, but I like that point.
yeah.
I like what you just said. Yeah, that I can see that.
You gotta see it. So, but let's jump on Blue. And I was really paying attention to Blue also in the game.
Yeah.
And I noticed something that the Cowboys was doing with Blue that I didn't like. That was giving Blue a disservice, and I can't slam Blue like I want to because with how the Cowboys was running it.
Right.
Okay, I don't know if you guys could see it, but it was a lot of uh, uh, down blocking and fold blocking, pulling, and they're trying to get him trap blocking. They trying to get Blue in between the trap, in between the tackles on the trap blocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a disservice to him because we know Blue is outside the tackles running. And if you notice in the game, did they run him outside maybe once, maybe twice in the game? All the
Mm-hmm.
other carries that Blue got was up in between the tackles.
Right.
And I just thought it was a disservice to him. Okay. Maybe once or twice to keep the defense honest. But man, watching the game, because where we were sitting, we could see the line play. That's why I love going to the game. I could see the line play and what the line was doing for Blue and his blocking, and it wasn't that good. Now I can't. It was the second and third string, offensive line, but they wasn't moving anybody off the ball. So I'm just not. I'm not really. I can't say he had a bad game, chop.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know. I just think the Cowboys literally ran him a different way. I just don't know. What,
Yeah.
what do you think, man? What did you think about the game?
Well, I thought about two different things. I said, well, because you're right. Why in the world are y'all running them in the A and B gap? Why
Yeah,
why is that? So I said, okay, maybe they trying to see the block, they trying to get the line used to the blocking scheme they want to run. They trying to see who may be that swing tackle, who may be that left tackle. So Blue was the kind of the um how can I say it? He was the kind of the guinea pig
Yeah.
for them running that blocking thing. It probably wasn't about that. They knew they probably wouldn't get yards, but if he did, cool. If he didn't, cool. They was trying to get tape on putting that offensive line and running them certain schemes to see what was going to happen, see who was going to pull. So it was probably more dealing with the offensive line work rather than Blue getting set off. It really wasn't a, I don't think it really was a Blue thing. I think it was a line thing, and they just used Blue to carry out the mission for the offensive line. Now, being said that, as soon as they decided to let him loose, they gave him something on the outside, and that joke was running down the field. So they know it worked, but they know he's not Devontae because, like you say, he can do it, but that's not his game. That's not his game. He ain't no banger like that. He's a speed guy, So the blocking wasn't registering, and some of the blocks he could have, but I'm gonna tell you, Chris, that those safeties for Seattle, I gotta give him credit, bro. When they did open up that second level, man, that safety came downhill and they was thumping. So
Right.
they did make a crease from where I could see on a couple of them, but them safety, that number 47 was coming
he was
downhill, bro.
He was bringing it.
He was
Yeah.
him and 34. They
Now-
they was bringing. They was coming downhill. So this wasn't a best evaluation of Blue on what he really can do. I think the Cowboys know what he can do, but they wasn't gonna let him do it then because they try not to show anything. They don't want to show no pulls and no traps. They don't want to do that with that line. They just want to play straight up, get on your block, separate your man, see what kind of hole you can make, and go from there. So you're right. It wasn't a great evaluation, but I'm gonna tell you what, Phil Moffitt did Blue a favor.
now I did like the swing past the Blue, and I did like the screen past the Blue. He made a bad cut on that screen pass, man. If he kick it to the outside, I think Blue's still running.
Yeah.
He cut back in the back of his receiver. I don't know what he was looking at on that play, but it is what it is. So let's talk about Moffitt. You got something on your mind? Tell me what's on your mind, Chop. Don't hold it. What's on your mind?
In the atmosphere, but are they gonna try to hide Moffitt again? Because I didn't see the chest injury that he got, that he left the game with.
Are they saying he was hurt?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I didn't.
chest injury. Yeah, he got taken out. Oh, a chest injury. Yeah, they said he wasn't really worried about it. He's like, well, we're just being precautious. He had a little chest injury.
Right.
Like, I didn't even see him get hurt. That's the whole thing. Maybe he fell on the ball. I don't know. They said he had a chest injury and left the game. That's all I know. And I'm thinking, okay, y'all getting ready to hide this dude again because y'all don't want him to clear waivers? Because really, that's Devontae Williams' backup right there. He's not as fast and crafty, but he's a load.
Right.
He is a load.
Jerry, I see this, man. What's up, Jerry? My man Jerry down there in Dallas, man. The Tri-City Auto Glass. What's up, fam? I see these pictures. Are you sending me these? I'm just asking. Hey, you sent me some pictures of some cowboy sneakers. I was like, I'm gonna give you my address right now. But shout out, Jerry. What's happening, player? But yeah, man, I didn't know that he supposedly went out hurt. But as the running back group went, they were decent. That damn Malik. I don't know how you're gonna keep them off the field. I don't know. Oh, I wear a size 13, 14, preferably 14, Jerry. I don't know how you gonna keep Malik off the field, man. Let me tell you, Malik Davis is a true professional. The Cowboys have tried any which way to cut him, keep him off the field, but he still just keep coming back, Chop. He keep coming back. He keep producing. Every time you turn around, Malik Davis is giving you something. Just the words of Chop. He's just a dog on the field, and you respect him. But I don't think the Cowboys respect him. I don't think the Cowboys respect him, bro. Cause the boy, man, he gave you nothing but heart. Chop, chop. Every time the boy run, you just see heart in every run Malik Davis give you.
He is a ultimate professional. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing, Chris. I mean,
I
we
don't
all
know.
saw it. He come in the game and boom, 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 boom. Like, damn.
Dude, real quick.
Real quick.
I mean, think about last year, Chop. Let's go back to last year. Okay.
Mhm,
Remember, they cut him
mhm.
and they went back and got him. Remember this.
Yep.
Now they cut him. You still had Blue and Maffa on the team.
Mhm.
How you jump somebody that quickly? You know why they jumped him? Because they know who a real running back and who not. But they
Exactly.
still won't give him his props though, man. I don't understand. I'm like, what does the guy got to do to make the team? What does he have to do?
I don't know, but I think he's gonna be on this team. He's
Oh,
the insurance. He's the insurance policy, bro.
Bro,
He's
that
the insurance policy.
that cat man should be the ones over there in the no shoulder pads and pads, you know,
Right.
with the schoolmakers and Brevins and Lipkes and all them folks that need to be on the damn field. It should be Malik. I don't understand.
He didn't went
I
through all
don't.
of them. I mean, they didn't picked up Corbin. They didn't picked up Israel Abanikanda
Right.
and Blue and Maffa. And you still got Javante Williams, and they still talking that there
Right.
could be a trade at running back coming.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it's gonna be hard to keep this guy off the squad because you know what you got in him. You know
Right.
what you're having. They want somebody that's gonna scare the ops when they go into games besides Javante. They don't never want that level to come down. And right now, they don't have that guy that's behind Dak. They go, oh my God, we still gotta wait and see what this guy gonna do.
Yeah.
They don't have that guy yet. So I've been hearing some rumors, and I keep hearing this Tony Pollard thing keep coming up.
And I'm in favor.
Oh, shoot, you and me both. You and me, now they do that. You know,
I'm in favor. I was talking. Matter of fact, shout out to Anthony from Can Fan. I see him popped in there on the Instagram. Anthony, if you want to defend yourself, man, you can come on. I can shoot you the link. But hey, he said no, and I was like, bro, I he want the young guys to earn a spot and everything like this. My whole thing about this, man, if you got Javante and you got Tony Pollard could still take it to the house, but he could pass block. What is the deficiency in Blue? He can't pass protect, right? He can take it to the house. Tony Pollard don't drop the pill. What does Blue do? He dropped the pill. I know it's all about maturity. What's up, Danny? It's all about maturity, right?
right.
Bro. And that's why I can't really slam him on the game Sunday, because I think the Cowboys was running him a little different way. You know, I can't. That whole first half, man, you watch every time they gave him the ball, they was running trap plays inside, and I was just like, man, that ain't him. I can see if you was doing it with Maffa, you know. Okay, I can see, because Maffa is more of a thumper, you know. But Blue is a off tackle running back, and I just think they did him a disservice, you know. But it's gonna be hard keeping Malik out of there. Malik Davis.
It's gonna be hard, man. And now I think about it, Chris, they ran the same plays with all of them.
All of them, yeah. Even when Israel got in there in the fourth
Yeah,
quarter,
they ran the same exact play.
ran the same thing. They wasn't trying to show much. I think they had a limited amount of running plays, and they did run the same thing over and over. I think they were really trying to test out this offensive line and see, because really the whole offensive line, they were all second and third string players. None of them. I think the only one that was still that could get some starter. What was our tackle that's battling Guyton?
Nate Thomas.
Nate played in the first half,
Mhm.
but that was it. Corner, what's up, baby? Nice to see
What's
you.
going on, you guys? What's your point? Uh-oh. What's your point?
See, I had a feeling he was gonna show up.
Give me
before we
1
got
second.
off.
Let me connect my headset here.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
can't hear nothing.
Go ahead.
You know,
But-
you've been tagging me.
Connect.
You've been tagging me on post, Chris.
Man, you know, hey, the one thing about Mike Cowboy Corner, he's the greatest troll of all times. I love his trolllessness, if that's a word. Once he feel you, once he like, that's what he mean. That's how Mike will tell you he like you. Okay, he'll start trolling you, right? And it's funny to me when he does it. I was just like, man, he's the greatest
good and
troll.
funny.
He's the greatest troll of all time. Cowboy Corner, what's up, baby? How you doing?
What's going on, you guys? Hey, hope everybody's doing fantastic. Hope everybody's doing great. Man, I'm sorry I'm late. I already been live an hour and 16. I was so busy after work with work, so I apologize. I'm late to the show. You know, I'm not an official member, but I like to consider myself part of it just because I'm like that special guest, the one that gets everybody razzle dazzle. You feel me?
Yeah, you the special.
That's right. But what's your point? Hey, brother from another month. How you doing over there?
Oh, what did he get you on this time, Chop? What did he? Was it Trayshawn? Was it
You
Trayshawn?
already know. You
I
already
knew it
know.
was Trayshawn. I was literally gonna let Chop make it. Okay, I really was, because I know how much he loves Trayshawn Holden. I know it. And when he muffed that punt, and because Chop had already texted me, I was at the game. As soon as some bitch muffed that punt, I said, "Yo, boy." That's all I texted was, "Yo, boy." So go ahead, Corner. Tell me how do you feel about Trayshawn getting today?
Oh man, I don't know why he stayed on the team this long. The dude, the dude ain't gonna be picked up on waivers. He'll be working with Randy Gregory at the Amazon warehouse. You know, and that's not a knock. That's a good job to have. They get paid good money. They're part of a union, all right. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, we have to, like, Camden Brown stepped up when the lights came on, right?
Yeah.
Nobody was talking about Camden Brown. Nobody. People been at training camp. Nobody was. I didn't know who Camden Brown was till Cowboys blog, the host of the First Report brought up Camden Brown. I was like, who's that? Then they had Camden Brown show me who Camden Brown was. Right?
Exactly.
Trayshawn Holden didn't show anybody who he was. Like, you can't give me one preseason highlight where Holden did what Camden Brown did, right? It was the same thing with Simi Fehoko. Oh my God, the hype around Simi Fehoko was crazy, right? So I'm not gonna bust you on you too bad. What's your point? That's your opinion. I've been wrong too. It's cool. You know, I thought Rashaan Evans would come in here from Atlanta and light up this defense, and he didn't. You know, so you know I've been wrong too. I'm probably wrong on something that I talked about today. But hey, I'm just glad that you know we got some roster garbage out of here, and now we got a good veteran in Von Miller.
You know what? Actually, they may have done him a favor. And the reason I say that, because they let him out early enough to get on another team. Yeah, they didn't save it to the end, because he will not be alone in about another 2 weeks. It's going to be a whole bunch of them, because I believe they're only going to keep 6, if that. So all the rest of them, they coming down. He just got an early start to somebody else's roster.
Or a job application.
No, I think he's gonna be on somebody's team. I really think.
Costco, Walmart, Amazon team. He'll be on a lot of teams for sure.
Be nice to him, Cowboy Corner. Be nice.
It was just so bad that your one shot, and you know what? I saw it coming, because he thought the ball was going in the end zone. He stepped away from it, and that joker took a backspin to come back into the field of play. He just should have failed.
Bro,
but between the ears, he should have known to stay away from it.
Bro, that was
He
That was
did,
the end zone.
but it didn't go where he thought it was going. I saw what happened. The ball was going. It looked like it was going, and it took one of those backwards. And he said, "Oh,
the Seahawks had Harry, Curly, and Mo all right there, and he still took the ball."
Yeah. What was the blocking at? Huh? Why not guys block them guys out? You should have had time to get the ball.
Look,
They was down there first.
Look, as soon as Chop started shaking his head, I already knew what you wanted to talk about, Mike. Because I kind of mentioned him earlier. I said I'd get back to it, and I purposely said, nope, I ain't gonna do Chop like that, man. That's my homeboy, man. I know how much he loved Trayshawn, and Trayshawn was his pet, his pet project. He wanted Trayshawn to work. I saw what Chop was talking about, but he never did it on the field. He never did it on the field. So, and I was shocked today when I heard he got cut. I was like, wow, damn, okay, they wasn't wasting no time.
You were shocked?
Well,
on a scale of 1 to 10.
I was shocked at like a 9. And the reason why, because there was nobody else cut today. So I can see if it was like a group of people and he was a part of the group, I was like, okay, I understand. But he was the only one cut today. So that's why I was shocked.
He was at the bottom of the depth chart.
He wasn't at the bottom. It was
your boy Mike sent me the depth chart. Let me.
When Mims at the bottom of the depth chart. Mims
at the bottom of the depth chart is Johnson.
Did Mims even get a snap?
No, he got one. He got one. He was in the slot. He got one snap, I think.
The bottom of the depth chart was Tyler Johnson, Jaden Smith, and Denzel Mims.
Right.
That was the bottom, because Trayshawn played.
Oh yeah, he's the last on the depth chart right there.
Well, we have a few.
Hold it, he did last.
I mean, now he is. Now
this was the depth chart before the preseason. He did last right here.
No way. I see his
name. I'm sorry. There's Tyler Johnson right there, but Trayshawn Holden right there at the end. He's right there at the end.
The man gone now. Corner.
Yeah. He was the third worst wide receiver on the team. That's where you rank him on the depth chart. You got to scroll all the way to the right.
Oh God!
To see him.
Be nice, Corner.
I don't think this is the last time we see him. He gonna land on his feet though. He'll
land on his feet.
Watch out
for a plastic. Let me sell you some insurance. Maybe get into some real estate.
Oh God!
He's damn insurance. So raise up off of him.
He gonna be all right. My guy gonna be all right. He's a good.
Oh yeah, he'll be all right.
He just man. God,
I can hear his name tag getting printed right now. Hello, my name is Trayshawn.
So Corner. Out of everything that happened in the game, what was you most impressed with, brother?
Oh man, there's so many. I was really impressed with the amount of blitzing Christian Parker showed us in a preseason game. I thought the pressure with the linebackers was just phenomenal. I thought the different looks on defense. I mean, you've seen a traditional 3-4 look. You've seen a 5-2-4 look. You've seen a 4-2-5 look. You got to, and not only did you get to see those looks, is you seen the majority of the same players up until the fourth quarter play. So Christian Parker was really evaluating what it looks like on defense. And I know Caleb Downs only got 8 plays. I'm not happy about that. You know, Micah Parsons got 12 his first preseason game. Caleb Downs got 8, but they kept him away from the ball. I think he played nickel once, but other than that, he was a free safety. They kept him away from the ball, which is cool. I'm hoping he gets at least 20 reps here in this next game against these nasty, disgusting Cardinals. But Christian Gutierrez, the center, I really like Christian Gutierrez. He played the majority of the game at center after TJ Bass came out. And I thought Christian Gutierrez played really good. A lot of Malik Davis's runs up the middle was because of Christian Gutierrez. I think we got a center here. I think you can stash him, maybe fake IR him, redshirt him, do something, keep him on here and let him keep developing. I like that. Drew Shelton. There were some plays at right tackle where Drew Shelton, he didn't have chip help. There was a run play. He still put an elbow out. He still tried to put an elbow out to slow down the defender so he wouldn't go down the line. That's nastiness. That's a rookie having the smarts to do something like that. Shout out Drew Shelton. I like that elbow move. Justin Barron, James Houston, the linebacker Robinson. I liked all three of those guys. I thought they played really well. And I'm gonna say this. What's your point? I was wrong last week. I called Sam Howell and Joe Milton walking trash cans.
Hey, we all
and they looked really good. Yep. I was really shocked.
Yep. I
really thought they were just walking trash cans. I was really concerned about what was behind Dak Prescott. And those two guys look good. And I liked Phil Moffa. Phil Moffa would come up in there. Are you still laughing, big fella? What are you doing over there? Phil Moffa.
We all did the same thing.
Phil.
Yeah, because I've already apologized to Joe Milton on the show. So
okay, good. And Phil Moffa, his pass protection, reading the blitz coming, making sure Joe Milton and Sam Howell was good, and then going to do the out route to maybe catch the ball. I thought until he got hurt, I thought Phil Moffa had an outstanding game. Jadon Blue too, I like that Brandon Aubrey's kick was right down the middle. We thought we were going to get the Eps. You kind of want Schottenheimer to go for it on that fourth down, but you got to see what you have in your kicker because the Seattle guy, he missed his kick, right? So I like that. I thought Siobhan Revel played good. I thought I didn't like that Tyler Guyton wasn't playing, but there's no more competition there because Nate Thomas was Nate Thomas, he really wasn't competition. It was like me talking about Dak and you talking about Trayshawn Holden. It just didn't work out, right? So it's just one of those deals. But no, man, I like the goal line stuff after Trayshawn Holden muffed that punt. I thought Maris Luafau was good, not great. I hated the 13 penalties or 11 penalties, whatever it was, for 103 yards. But I think there's some things that you can get excited about with this depth because the depth was concerning. There are some big guys in the middle that I thought was good. Marcellus Johnson, he filled in when Nate Thomas got out at left tackle. I thought he had okay moments. I think there's some good depth that now I'm not overhyping these guys by any means, and I'm sorry to go long-winded, big fella, but I'm excited what they can do with the Cardinals. I want to see if they can be consistent. Like, can you be consistent here? And I'm just excited for it. I cannot wait to see this game against the Cardinals.
Man, I'm right there with you, Corner, because I was excited for the game. Obviously, just because football season has started, but then I wanted to see what the defense was going to do. And early in the show, I told Chop I was excited about how everybody flew to the ball, the pursuit angles. It wasn't too many missed tackles in the game. The safety play was excellent. Man, their run support was absolutely beautiful. I like how the defensive linemen kept our linebackers clean. I was really impressed with Curtis Robinson. I really was impressed with Curtis. Curtis, man, it just seemed like he saw ball, he went and got ball. Okay. And that's what you want at your middle linebacker. See ball, go get it. Okay. Mm-hmm. And it's been so long, man, at that position that the Cowboys have been lacking at a linebacker that's been aggressive and go and get the fucking ball, And it's frustrating when you see other teams' linebackers go in there and make tackles, and our linebackers is on skates on movie road bounce, and they're going straight backwards, looking looking at sweetness. Look, man, you got to get up in there in the mix and get dirty. And the defense actually got dirty in the game. They got dirty, and it was a pleasant surprise as Cowboy fans We were just like, thank you. That's all we've been wanting. Just show us some kind of fucking effort. just
Right.
show it. So we're not overhyping a preseason game. We're not. We're hyping the effort that we saw. That's all we were doing. So these are the backup guys, the Walmart guys, the Amazon guys. If our starters got as just much fight as the Walmart, Amazon guys, I think we'll be in a good shape this year. That's all as Cowboy fans. You know, think about it. That's all we want, right? We want them to give us that effort.
So corner, two guys I want you to elaborate on.
Yeah,
we didn't mention this one, Chris.
Okay.
LT Overton, number one, and your take on Michael Trigg.
Yeah, no, good. Michael Trigg, I thought had some good catches. He didn't get a touchdown, but I did like his mindset of yards after catch. I thought he was trying to do some waggle daggle, some wiggles. I like his sideline presence. I liked how he didn't drop a ball when his ball hit his hand. I did like that. I think that there was some things where he looked good as a blocker, and there were some things where I thought he could work on as a blocker. But coming from just being a fancy catcher, and the blocking has to come. But I thought that for what he's working with and where he's at in his progression as a undrafted free agent rookie, with the hype that's around him, I thought he handled and conducted himself as good as he can in his first game. Now, going into his second game, I want to see better blocking. I want to see maybe a touchdown. I want to see a 15, 16-yard, catch somewhere in there, or I want to see a 20-yard, yard after catch type of move. LT Overton, I thought was hit and miss. I wasn't. Now he's small. I think he's smaller than Oso Digizua. And I think that can hurt us. I don't view LT Overton as a 5 tech, and I don't view him as a 3 tech. So I don't know where he fits just yet. He might need both preseason games to figure out what that is.
LT 6'3", 274.
Oh yeah, so yeah, he's way smaller than Oso Digizua, and I just
6'5", 6'6", 300.
Yeah, 300. And I just that's the eye test that I got just from TV. Good job on that, picking that up, big fella. But I don't know where LT Overton fits just yet. And maybe that size he can merge into a 5 tech, but he hasn't done it yet, and he has to learn that. But I think he can do it. It's just give him Cardinals game, give him against these bum Saints, and let's see what happens.
So the question was asked from big fella. Who is your third tight end?
Oh, my third tight end right now. You got Ferg, you got Trigg, and I think it's Ferg, Bev, Spanford, and I think it's Trigg. I think the Schoonmaker project is done.
Yeah, we said the same thing.
We said the same thing.
I said the worst thing ever happened to Schoonmaker was Michael Trigg catching these balls.
Well, and him not doing anything. I mean, come on.
I said, and I was saying that's another person who should have been playing on the game Saturday. Schoonmaker should have been out there on the field playing. You know,
he
should have been on the field.
He wasn't listed as not playing.
Yeah, but no, he was in the
uniform,
the no pad group.
He didn't have no pads on.
No.
Oh, he wasn't on the list. I didn't.
Yeah. He was right there. I saw him. He was in his uniform. You know, the guys that didn't play didn't have their shoulder pads and stuff. He was among that group.
So maybe they keep 4.
I don't see how you can keep 4.
I don't see,
unless they kept 4 last year. They did have 4 last year. So, but a second round pick, and I know. You know, Chopper brought this up too earlier about politics maybe playing in this. I said they can't have politics anymore because they had the politics with Mozzie, and they kept trying to push this project on us, and everybody knew the project was failing. They kept pushing it, and every more you saw it, the worse it got. Okay, with Scooney, that's why I said Scooney need to play. He needs to play in every damn preseason game. You know, because Trigg is coming downhill hard. So you got to do something, bro, or your ass gonna get cut. You gonna get cut. So you know he may be selling tractors with Mike.
So where do you think that the Cowboys are going long at, as far as position group?
Receiver and linebacker, I think. Receiver,
I think-
linebacker, and secondary.
Well, you consider 6 wide receivers going along? I guess so. I guess you would. I would say receiver and cornerback.
Yeah. They go along with cornerback.
Well, a better question: are they keeping 3 quarterbacks?
Well,
Yep.
Joe Milton won't count because he'll be the third emergency guy.
Well, he's still on 53. If you're on 53, he does count. I mean, but on game day,
Oh,
you did
yeah, that's
emergency.
right. He don't count on the 46.
Yeah.
So corner, you taking Hal to be the backup?
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. And Joe Milton is really making me eat my words, bro.
He making
Because-
words.
One game.
Because his short game, and he was like last year, it was like a deep ball marathon with him. And I think Schottenheimer or Clayton Adams or maybe Will Greer, somebody settled him down and was able to, like, I liked his RPOs. I liked his short game. I liked his medium game. I don't think he took a deep shot at all. I think he had one overthrow. It still hit the receivers in the hands, but I think he had the one overthrow. But I thought he was night and day different from the Rams last year to the Seahawks this year. I got to see more. I'm not going to crown him yet, but Joe Milton looked like a damn quarterback.
Yeah.
The best throw he had was the crossing pattern to Camden.
Yes.
Not the
Yes.
touchdown, the crossing pattern. Because he
Yes.
hit him in stride.
In stride. Yes.
So that's the one thing I did apologize for. I like, damn, he actually looked like a damn quarterback. And okay, but it's one game. I told Chop I reserved the right to come back and rip that ass apart.
Yes.
So I reserve the right. I give him this game, you know.
Yeah, I got a feeling we're gonna see much of the same in this next game for some reason.
I hope
think
so.
Somebody got a hold of him.
Because look, I don't want the guy not to succeed. You know, I want every player that's on the NFL roster to succeed. I'm going by history of me watching the kid play, okay, and watching him last year. So I do see improvement, but like I said, it's one game. So let's see if he can do it in this next preseason game. Let's see. I would start his ass the whole game. In the third one, you ain't coming out. Let's go. Let's see what you got. See if you're gonna make this team. Because I think Sam Howell is gonna make the team. So
And the Sam Howell ball that he put to Camden Brown on the first throw, it was in double coverage, and he put it on the inside shoulder, where only he could. I mean, the defender, knocked it into his hands basically. But the concentration from Holden, 14 touchdowns in his collegiate career, breaking records. I mean, the guy is a magnetic for football and touchdowns.
Did you say Holden?
Holden, like he was still holding the ball still, yeah. Pun intended, damn it. I didn't know I was punning, but pun intended. But
he was
yeah, pun intended. I didn't know I was punning there.
Hey, you got him on sides, Chop. You can't treat him like that, man.
Hey, can I say this though? Can I say this though?
Go ahead.
We talked about the Mozzie project. We talked about the Schoolmaker project. I think there's a new project in town, and I think y'all know the name that I'm going with. Malachi Lawrence. The way he played, his sole job as a 3-4 linebacker is outside containment. And this man is cutting in there like he a pair of scissors.
You know who it reminds you of? Michael Parsons did it on every play.
But that was a 4-3 defense, though. That's a little different.
I know.
Yeah, but they was running a lot of 4-3 last, Saturday. And you're right. I saw him. See, what he did was, and he did it multiple times. And I don't know if he thought he had safety help on the slot, I don't know if he thought
You don't get no damn safety help on the line of scrimmage unless you got a box safety behind you.
I mean, I know. I'm just trying to, give him a little. But I did see him take that step on the outside, and then he took that inside move because it seemed like a quicker route to the quarterback when you're supposed to have outside containment. I saw
that's
it.
terrible. That's
And
terrible.
then once he did it,
What's the
he
boy
was
name?
he was following the quarterback is what he did. He was following the quarterback, and the quarterback shook him in the pocket. He tricked him into taking that inside route, and then Milton was so fast, he knew he could get around him. And he did it multiple times. I can't lie. And he probably won't do it next game.
For the Seahawks, Alabama, what's his name?
Milrose.
And I'm in the stands, right? This is funny. I had a Seahawk fan laughing, right? Every time Milrose dropped back to pass, I said, go get him. He can't throw. All he can do is run. He went to Alabama. And the dude in front of me just bust out laughing, right?
Oh my God.
And on that same play, he took off running. And I was like, bro, Jalen Milrose is an athlete. He's playing out of position. He's not a quarterback. I put him at running back, at wide receiver or something, but he's not a quarterback. But that's not my problem. I don't give a damn. But you're right. Malachi bit on a lot of Milrose.
He did. You
let him get outside. So
you have to do your job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, always do your job first. Do your job first. I always got a pet peeve with linebackers and D ends slamming inside too quickly instead of doing they proper pursuit angles, because they teach you that in middle school. Shit, upfield.
Yeah,
you go upfield first.
Outside containment, man. You just have to do it. I got benched my freshman year because I kept cutting on the inside. I learned my damn lesson.
All right, well, we don't need you on the bench.
I don't think we're going to see that again. I think once they see the film and they address it, because I know what he did. He did have outside containment, but what he did was he chased what he thought his eyes saw, and that was the wrong. You can't do that. You have to stay disciplined.
We don't need his eyes to see that shit no more.
But I don't need you to be a hero. I need you to do your job.
Right. And I saw it. He was sitting back there shaking, and he was tussling with my man, but he was really keeping his eye on Jalen Milroe. But Milroe's too fast. So, you have to force that dude back on the inside if that's what you're going to do, and let your help come down.
It was a perfect setup for him to look really good, but he looked really bad because he didn't do his job.
And then Milroe shook him. He shook him at the last minute. And it was
it was bad.
Shook him like a crackhead with the open wallet and the open car.
I didn't realize that Malachi Lawrence was that fast though. That dude is fast. I mean, he ain't Milroe fast, but that dude was fast, man. Faster than what I've seen lately, besides Michael Parsons. I mean, Michael Parsons was
Michael Parsons quick.
Well, I plan on doing an hour, but I love when Corner come on. He make me think about other things.
But, hey, I talk ball today. I didn't troll. I talked ball today.
I'm so happy for you.
Him and G. What's my man name? You be on the podcast with G?
Oh, Gary.
Oh, G Hampton.
Yeah.
Yeah, G from he in Fort Worth, right? He in Fort
Worth. He in the Funk.
That's my wife's cousin. That's how I started.
That's how I met G. That's how I met Big Fella. Yeah. Well, I met them through Armando from Armando's TikTok, but yeah, that's how I met these guys. That's how I met you. What's your point?
Oh, I know, right? Yeah, I know G in the phone. Okay,
I was on G show for 2 years.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? I think G contacted me last year, and I didn't know what time zone he was in, so I kept missing his Wednesday
Central.
show.
Yeah, it's Central.
Now I know because I didn't know where he was at, and I kept missing the Wednesday show.
Yeah, yeah.
But
you know what could have solved all that? What's your point? What time zone are you in, G? Problem solved.
Could have had a V8. All right.
So true. Yeah, he
showed your age right there. Could have had a V8.
I know, right?
he is my wife, cousin. G is the reason I podcast now.
Yeah. Oh my God, and he's good too. Yeah, y'all got a good show. Y'all got a good show, Corner.
Oh yeah. See, I've been rocking with these guys so long. G knows how to antagonize.
I know.
And so when I start talking football, it'd be like, well, what about this? And I'm like, man, why you starting, G? You know I don't like that.
What did G put his I was watching the show was a day ago, and G was like, I'm not listening.
Oh, yeah. Because they were hyping up the joint practice that nobody got to see.
Oh, the ramp.
Yeah. Like, this is what we're doing. Like, we can talk about the preseason because we got to see it. Like that's the difference between a joint practice and a preseason game. The Rams had that crap on lock. There's a reason why they don't want stuff getting out. So how can I get hype? How can you get hype if your eyes ain't never seen it? And I'm like, gee, you got to pump your brakes.
You know, I will say this though, and it could be just a fluke. I think this team is on to something. And if y'all can remember 2016, when we did that whole switch on everything, first place we made believers out of was in a preseason game against Seattle.
Oh, wow. I'll tell you this though.
That was Zeke and Dak.
And I want to believe you. What's your point? But I'm looking at the first 4 weeks of the year. If the Cowboys can go 3-1. Or they go 4-0, 3-1, 2-2, but 3-1, 4-0, we're on to something. That's a brutal first 4 games.
Who is the Giants?
It's the Giants, the Commanders,
Brazil
Ravens.
Trip. Yeah.
And who?
Yeah. My schedule just went wonky. Okay, it's Giants, Commanders, Ravens, and Texans, and then you got the Bucks.
Okay.
Yeah, the Texans game is the one I'm actually worried about.
Texans game I'm worried about.
But if you can go, let's say you go you're 3-0 against the Giants, the Commanders, and the Ravens, and you lose against the Texans. How did you lose? And I'm not a moral victory guy. You got your ass whipped. You got your ass whipped. Let's go back to the drawing board. But is it penalties? Is it mental errors? Is it Aubrey missing a field goal? Is it did Dak throw a pick? Like, how did you lose that game? That's going to define us going forward because the teams are only going to get harder.
Right.
But if we can go 3-1 or 4-0 in the first 4 games, we have something here.
Yeah.
If everybody can stay healthy, and that's coming from me.
Yeah.
Well, Chop. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chop. Go ahead.
No, I think looking at the squads and everything is about matchups. Sometimes you're not really better than the team, but you're better against them because of matchups. And I went and looked at the Giants defense, which is still in development. I'm counting that as a win. I'm looking at the Commanders defense. It's still shaky. I count that as a win. Although I do respect the quarterback and Jaden Daniels, but I also respect our new defense. I count Baltimore. It's going to be kind of tough, but they're not an offensive juggernaut. So it could go either way, but I do believe we can beat them. That Texan game, because of that defense, is for real. And if we can't get off, we might be in trouble. It might be a low scoring game, but like Houston, they was without their main wide receivers. I think pretty much of the year last year, Nico Collins and the other dude or whatever. If they can generate some offense, that game gonna be tough because they kind of remind me of San Francisco. I mean, they kind of mirrored them because of the coach. They play bully ball. They kind of worry me just a little bit. I don't know if we would have been playing long enough to be able to have that bully mentality. I think we do have a bully roster once we get there in about 5 or 6 games, maybe. I think Houston just might, and then they're at home. And to be honest with you, we don't hardly ever beat Houston. I don't care what year it is. We don't hardly ever beat Houston. This could be that one time, but I see it. And what I see now, I see the second string, third string defense looking the same. That's something we haven't seen in a long time. They was assignment savvy. They may not didn't play it perfect, but they was assignments, and that's what I was looking for. Nobody was out of place. They was running to the ball. They was making vicious hits, and I was like, okay, that's all I need to see. We need that, and if we can continue that, man, we're gonna be hard to score on, for real.
All right. Mike, give us your final thoughts, man, so we can get out of here.
No, man, I appreciate you sharing the link. Sorry I was late. It's good to talk with you guys and chop it up with you guys. What's your point? It's always good to hear from you, big fella. Always good to hear from you guys. But no, man, look, I just want consistency. We've seen this book. We read it. We read the sequel. We've seen the trilogy. We need a Super Bowl. 30 years, no NFC championship game apparent. Like, we need something. In those realms of that and a Super Bowl. And is this the team? I don't know. No one knows. No one expected the Seahawks and Sam Darnold to do that. No one expected Tom Brady to do that with the Buccaneers in his first couple of years there. He did it in his first year, didn't he?
First year.
In his first year with the Bucks. Ain't that crazy? Like, we need to build something here. I'm getting Schottenheimer. I was drinking the Schottenheimer Kool-Aid last year. I hope he learns from his mistakes. I hope Christian Parker, he's going to have his rookie speed bumps. He is. I mean, that's just part of it. But, and we're betting a lot on rookies too. Rookie head coach, rookie Downs, rookie Lawrence, rookie Barham. Rookie Anthony Smith Jr., the wide receiver, who had a nice catch. Shout out to him. But, there's a lot of rookies here on the defense. And can we change it around 1 year? I don't know. But we got some pieces in here to be successful. And I don't want to be middle of the pack. I want to win. I want to win. I don't want a middle of the pack defense. I want to win. I want a winning defense. I want a defense that can go score. I want a defense that can take the ball away, that can get the sack when it matters to close out the game, so you don't have to put it in Dak Prescott's hands, right? So I need that type of defense, and I hope we can get there. And one stone at a time. Don't leave nothing unturned. Go full out. Cowboy Nation, are you in the Cowboys corner?
All right. What's your point? Chop, give us your final thoughts, brother.
Hey, coming out the corner, he's absolutely right. Consistency. You're right. We need this. We need this year. We need to make a statement. We've been down too long, and we've been doing pretty much the same thing year in and year out. It is time to turn the corner, and I do believe the organization is doing that. I think they're putting pieces in place, and I think they're real serious right now. We have like 9 different defensive personnel on defense right now. We saved about 4. But what I do like about it, they mix the vets in with the rookies. I think we have enough. We have a rookie defensive coordinator, but we have a rookie Super Bowl coach too, which he went to a Super Bowl with the Eagles and won, if I'm not mistaken. So he knows how to win. We have guys on this team, veteran. Now we got a veteran, defensive tackle, defensive end, edge rusher, Von Miller on this team that mentally can usher these guys on what it looks like and what to do. So I'm really happy about how they're merging this whole program together, and I think they are moving different. And like Corner said, if we can just be consistent and build on it and stop all the bad mistakes, the dumb moves. We didn't have to worry about clock management last year. That was a Mike McCarthy situation. Shotty did good on it, but this is the second time around. And I think the Joneses are looking to where if they can find people, even now, that can help them win, they're pulling triggers right now. They're not waiting. Like Jerry said, he's not team building. They're trying to win. And this was out of his mouth. So, we just want to see this team continue doing what they're doing. However, I will say this, and I don't want to jinx them. I do want somebody to hit them over the head, because I don't want to go into the season or being part of the season being undefeated, because then you never know where your weak spot is until it's too late. Like in a playoff game, and then somebody expose you. So I want them to get hit over the head somewhere. I do want them to win, even if they get hit over the head to wake them up. But I'm excited. I ain't gonna lie. I am excited about the team. I see something different. I feel something different, and I think we're gonna be different. So if you got something to say about that, holler at your boy. What's your point?
All All right, man. I love both of you guys, man. Y'all keep bringing the heat. I gotta bring the heat on my final thoughts. Look here, man. Like we say in the South. Look here, player. Look here, player. Look here, man. It was the atmosphere for me, man. This Saturday here in Seattle, man, just to see that damn star on that damn field again. To see the star, to see the white jerseys fans, to see them out there on the field doing what they do. I'm excited that football season has come and we are here, and it's time for this long journey. And hopefully the Cowboys is on that ride every damn week. Man, I want y'all to join the big fella tomorrow night. Dallas Cowboys After Dark. Start at 8 p.m. Pacific time. Also, the Unk Show on Thursdays. If y'all don't know what the Unk Show is, it's an old heads. We just talking football, man. So join us the Unk Show on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Pacific time. Man, like the big fella always say, Dallas Cowboys for life.
Pura pinche Cowboys.
Peace.
Peace.